Hello, Jacob and Margaret. Oh, it's really hot today. Oh my goodness. It's about 90 degrees outside and I'm really hot and sweaty. I'm in the garage right now. And you know what I've been doing on such a hot day? Oh, I've been making it even hotter by doing a bunch of welding. And I'm going to show you the parts that I am making to fit on that old snowmobile that I'm turning into a little power wagon. So I'll show you more a little later. These two pieces of angle steel will now be the basis for building the framework of the box. That'll go out and simply bolt onto the flat side of this angle steel, and the angle steel bolts into the two holes that the auger bolted onto on each side. So that's going to work really easy. It's going to be pretty good. I found that old piece of bed frame that had welded together years and years ago that had been just sitting in my scrap pile. That'll work good to attach to the bottom there with these parts facing up for holding the bed of the box. And this is a big heavy-duty caster wheel I bought at flea market or garage sale years and years and years ago. I knew it would come in handy for something someday. This is it. Ha! Gonna work perfect. It's big and heavy. Coming together. Okay, those two pieces there that I showed you before, I got holes drilled in them, and I got bolts holding those two pieces of steel onto the back part of the snowblower. And this is what I've been doing with the welder. I've got a bunch of stuff welded there and there. You can see the places where I'm welding. I added that piece there, and I got a whole bunch of welding done there and here. I'm gonna weld some more over there. Now, this is upside down, because I had to weld that big wheel on there. And now when I finish welding that, I'm gonna turn it upside down so this part of the wheel that turns, that'll be on the ground, and this part I'm gonna weld onto those pieces so that it makes a nice platform that sticks out with a big wheel underneath that swivels. This is a caster wheel. See that? It turns like that. So that'll make it easier for me to turn this when I have a big heavy load. Okay, I'll show you some more a little later. And that is what it's gonna look like. I got it clamped on there with two vice grips. I'm gonna weld this onto here and there. And then I'll take those brackets off. I'll tip it up upside down and I'll weld it underneath. And on this, oh, it'll be real strong. And there's that big wheel I showed you. That's underneath on the ground now. So this will be the platform that I'll build a box, a big box that'll fit on that. It'll go from here out to about here, I think, and about this high, about the top of the engine. Oh, it's gonna work good. I'll be able to haul big heavy things in there. Oh, it's gonna work good. So I'll show you some more after I finish getting that welded. Okay, I finished all the welding, so I cleaned it up with a grinder and a wire brush, and I gave it a coat of black paint. So now when that paint dries a little bit more, I'll bring it out and I'll bolt it onto the engine part of the snowmobile, and you can see what it's going to look like. Okay, I got all the welding done. The paint dried enough so that I could bolt it back onto there again. And I think it's going to work pretty good. This part right here is flat. And this part right here is flat. And this part here is flat up and down. So when I build a big box, I can put that down on here, and I'll drill some holes through the box and through that steel, and I'll put a bolt there and a bolt there and a bolt there and a bolt there and a bolt here and a bolt there, and that box will be tight right on top of that, so that then I can load lots of heavy stuff on there, and all I got to do is start the motor and put it in gear, and it'll drive just like a little tractor. So tomorrow I'll see if I can get that motor to start and run so that you can see what it looks like when I'm driving it. I won't have the box done yet, but after I get the motor running so I can show that to you, then I can build the box. Oh, it's going to be fun. Maybe when you guys come here to visit sometime, I can give you a ride in that box. Or you could give me a ride. Oh, that would be fun. You would have to be careful and not go too fast, though, or I might fall out and bump my nose. See you later.